All right, this is Wesley with Expandacraft, and we're talking to Peter. And Peter is fitting up a 12-foot outrigger going off to one side of his kayak here. And this is what we've done. We've been able to remove the fishing rod holder, which got us access underneath. And we put one of my nylon pins in, to which he can then remove the keeper pin, and the nylon pin's going to stay in place because you can see we have drilled through there. Boom. Those nylon pins are very durable, so we don't have any problem with them. Using them with the Expandacraft boats is not going to be any problem. Right. And so you can remove your crossbeam, and he's just about to drill a hole in his boat again so that we can mount the next one, and we'll be back with the finished product later. All right, we have now attached the first cross tubes with the nylon and the quick release pins, so that this comes apart quickly, to the outrigger here. Got quite a bit of space in there to make sure that the wave interaction doesn't interfere. But now we have the issue of, if we were to go straight across here, it'd be right where his feet need to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this fresh piece of metal here, and we're going to introduce a slight curve so that that piece will go here, and it still have a lot of structural characteristics to it that will help it stay where it's supposed to go, if that makes sense. More coming up. I'll show you how we bend this in a little bit. Okay, here we are, believe it or not, using a ladder to make the bend in the aluminum. It's a very subtle bend, so it didn't take much, but I just basically put my friend on the ladder, and then I put some pressure there, and we come up with a little bend. We'll continue this shortly. Okay, here you can see we've started the bend. We're going to bend it out to where it comes in front of where his feet go. So we're going to start the next bend and then cut our pipe at whatever length it needs to be. And we just bent it with a ladder and the help of a boat trailer. And I'll show you a neat little trick I did here. If you'll notice, I taped a little piece of, that's starboard, to the inside where we're bending. You do that so that it creates that little dimpling effect. It creases the pipe so that you can get a smoother radius and not crack the aluminum. So that's a neat little trick there. Very low tech, but sure does the job. Okay, here's what we did. We simply took, in this case, the ladder. We also used a boat trailer to bend the metal. Now I've got to bend one direction, now the other direction, so that I can match it out. And again, what we've done is we put a little X. And here's the little piece of plastic that I put in there. This helps keep a dimple going into the curved part of the metal so that it doesn't crease. If you just try to bend it from one point, it point loads and it's going to crease right at that point. But when you do this, it makes a nice curve, long radius bend. And we'll see just how custom it's going to be here shortly. All right. So here we go. What do you think?
What do I think? I think it's fantastic.
Yeah?
It is. Great.
Nice, soft curve. Now we chose to do all the curve on the front and a straight one on the back because the back's going to have a gas-powered motor on it. We could have done a slight less curve and put it on both of them. But this is a custom job. This is the way this client wanted it. If you want it different, do it different. Anyway, so did you think it was going to be this difficult or simple, or?
No, quite frankly, we started this project approximately an hour ago. We talked and introduced ourselves first. I thought we'd be here all afternoon. We'll be done within the hour, I think. We'll be having lunch in an hour, I hope.
Oh, yeah. Some good places here, too. All right, more to come. All right. As much of a success as we had, got all excited about our curve, we have to talk about a small glitch. this hatch right here won't open with the new cross tube in. Now the client doesn't care because, well, why?
I'm getting a deck on there. I can put a dry box, a dry bag. I really don't need that storage when I'm in the ocean.
There you go. So there you have it. He's going to forget about that hatch. Although, you know, with a little more planning, we could have taken that into effect because it's only about 2 inches that we could have made it clear. We just got excited because he wants to get it in the water. So, more to come. Okay. Pretty neat. Now, here we haven't put the decking down yet. But that, my friend, is a nice little outrigger kit.
Very, very nice.
And how long did that take us?
Barely 90 minutes.
Sweet. Now let's think about decking. All right. Just mocking up where the aluminum deck's going to go. And he's going to put a little 2.5 motor on it. Which, of course, in Florida means you now have to register it. They're talking about having you register kayaks without motors. So make sure you call your congressman and complain about that. Nobody wants to have to register a kayak without a motor on it. So this thing's ready to go. Next video we shoot is going to be of this thing going through the water. Signing off, Expandacraft.com. We have a good time with this or what?
Outstanding time. Great,
All right.
great experience.